welcome to another episode of Latoya Sharika. It's here. It's Wednesday night, a little after 8 o'clock. But before I get started, I want to say thank you to all the people that's watching me, supporting me, giving me feedback, whether it's negative or positive. I take it all, and I just try to learn and grow every day when it comes to my YouTube channel. Because my wish and my hope is to reach as many people as I can. I know it sounds like to some people that I'm just bashing my baby father, my husband, whatever you want to call him. But I'm not. These things that happened to me prior to me getting with him and after I got with him, and now that he's left my side to be with his side piece and all that stuff, all that shit is just amazing. And I'm not meaning amazing as a good thing. It's just amazing how everything's occurred. Because a person like me, never thought they would be able to get married or have children or somebody else to even like them like that. You know what I'm saying? Because us big girls, we take a hard rap. We take a hard rap, and we always often perceived as paymasters or somebody that pays for love and attention and affection. You know what I'm saying? So, we get a hard rap, us big girls. But, secretly, there's men out here that love us, they adore us, but they don't want to let it be known publicly. And I don't want to be hidden. I don't want to be hidden from no one. And I want people to know that I'm your woman or whatever the case may be. I don't want to be hid like that. No, I'm not going to settle for that type of stuff. Nope. But anyways, I just want to say thank you to the people that are watching me, giving me the feedback, just supporting me, even the phone calls, all that. I appreciate all that. I just need more supporters. I need more people to subscribe and comment and like, because my goal is to help everyone, all the girls, even men, if they need help. Just help everybody, because life is hard. And it's even that much harder when you're going through it by yourself. And I consider myself to, I don't have the relationship with my mom and my daddy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that type of relationship where you can just call up and say, Mom, what's going to happen when this happened? Or, me and Ben, we having problems and stuff. And, he's straying. What can you do? What kind of advice you give me? I don't have that type of relationship with my mama. And I definitely don't have it with my daddy. But my parents feel like that I owe them. And maybe I'm saying it wrong, or maybe I'm not saying it the right way, or using the right terminology, but they act like I owe them. And I don't owe them nothing because I didn't ask to be here. Nobody asked to be here. Nobody. And that's just that. And that's the mentality they have, And I have a strong personality. And both of them have a strong personality. And with these kind of personalities, ain't nobody going to win. And ain't nobody going to negotiate on anything. And I got to the point where I'm not going to argue with you. And I'm not going to let you disrespect me. I don't care who you is, mama, daddy, cousin, whoever. I'm not going to let you do that. I'm just going to keep pushing. I'm not, and it depends on who you are. If you're older, elderly, or a person like that, I'm not in the mood to cuss nobody out like that, all that. They're going to disrespect me, or they're going to say what they're going to say, and I'll take the punches and keep it moving. But somebody my age, my peer, or, like that, no, you're not going to sit here around and disrespect me. No, but life is hard. It's hard, and now you got this pandemic. You don't know what's going to go with that. Then you got these people over here in Russia and Ukraine, they fighting. You don't know if you're going to be safe in America. It's just so much going on at one time. And to have somebody acting up on you that you thought they're supposed to love you, be there for you, and they just acting a plum fool and they just want you to be quiet while they do what they do. It's hard. It's very, very hard. And I know a lot of y'all get tired of me talking about my husband, baby father. I know a lot of y'all get tired of that, but that is my reality. It's my reality. That's my everyday. I haven't heard from him since the last time I made a video. I haven't heard from And that's a good thing. But I know when I see him again, it's gonna be some BS down the line, But I'm getting better at counteracting his ass, and not so much giving him what he wants, because I know he thrives on me cussing his ass out or catching the attitude or whatever the case may be. He thrives on that. So I'm trying to get better with that, so that way he won't fuck up my whole mood. But anyways, y'all, I seen something today on the internet that was brought to my attention by my one of my cousins I talk to on a regular basis, and and it was about how black men are feel like they're not providers or caretakers for their women and children, and it all stems from back when they was in slavery, and where they felt like they was useless because the master provided everything for the slaves. So now, fast forward, you got these men that they all over the place. And maybe I'm not saying it right, whatever the case may be, but me, I consider myself a good woman, because before I even knew anything about the man I married, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And I had it in my mind that I was going to help improve him as well as improve myself. But at the same time, I was improving on him, and I was lowering myself and losing myself in the sauce, because that was a big task for me. I didn't have the right remedy or the right way of doing things, but I lost myself in the process, because I didn't know this man was on drugs when I got with him. I didn't know that. I didn't know a lot of things, about him until after the fact. And he says today that I never helped him with anything, but I helped him with a lot, because without me, he wouldn't be able to get off the drugs. Without me, he wouldn't even have a decent work ethic. And all I did was try to make him to be an honest, hardworking man. And I built him up. So, I built him up for him to tear me down like he did, and it's puzzling to me, And now that this has happened to me, my mindset is totally different now, because now I know what I want when I get to the point where I'm going to date. I know what I want. I know now what I'm not going to deal with. I'm not going to take those things. I don't have to do that. I am all for success in the black man. I'm all for that. I'm all for encouraging the black man and all that good stuff too. But, I want my own. I want my own, because, prior to me making my YouTube channel, prior to me getting on this camera and talking about what's going on with me, I was financially destitute. I was totally dependent on him and his income. And you know how that feels? That feels so, so low, to be dependent on somebody full time for their income, for their income, and to provide for you, and you got 2 kids. And a lot of times I didn't get the things I needed for myself. I wasn't able to get the things I needed for myself, because when I suggested that I need to get this and that, it was always an issue. What you get that for? You don't need that. It was always an issue, so I could never really take care of myself the way I wanted to. And even before I even, start working and things like that, I had a hard time already dealing with not working, because I've worked since I was 17, 18 roughly. I always worked, and I took pride in working, So for me to just go to work, go from working to not working, that was a struggle in itself for myself. That was a struggle. I didn't know how to deal with it, because I was so used to that adult interaction. Being on the job, I can be, mean and let my personality shine. But when I left the job world, corporate America, as some people want to call it, I just and became a full-time mom. I just slowly came into a deep depression over time. I didn't know what to call it, I didn't know what to call it, but I knew that, when I had got to the point where I didn't want to take baths or brush my teeth, and stuff like that, I knew that it was time for me to go and seek some kind of help. I knew that because I know something wasn't right with me. So it wasn't right. Something wasn't right with me at all, and trying to communicate how you feel to someone that don't care or to someone who don't have no compassion is really, really hard because you feel like you're getting slapped in the face. And when you're trying to tell somebody, oh, you just complaining, toughen up, pick on your big girl drawers, but people have real issues, whether you want to admit it or not. They have real issues. They deal with stuff mentally. Yeah, and that's hard. That's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. But overall, I got from the video that I watched that, women need to get their own stuff. They need to be dependent and create their own businesses and ventures and stuff like that. They need to do stuff for themselves and stop relying on the man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to help the man, to encourage the man, but overall, get your own stuff. And for me, I was never a lazy person, and I always had my own job and money and was able to do what I wanted to do when the times come. It just those things stopped when I got with this man. A lot of that stuff stopped because I stopped managing my own money. I stopped doing for me. I stopped doing for me and started doing for him. He was my main priority before we had kids. His feelings, his needs and wants. Mine took the back burner. And then when we got kids, start having kids, it just like, now I got to take care of my husband's needs, take care of my first child needs. And I struggle with that because I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to do that because it was just us for so long. So I didn't know how to do that. But ultimately, I chose my children's needs before I chose his needs. And I think that's where we went wrong at because we didn't know how to depend on each other. At least I could have worked things and did things differently, but knowing that he's a narcissistic type of man, it would never work anyway because his needs take priority over everybody else's needs and wants. Because he has to have that constant attention. Constant attention. And if he ain't getting it, then it's just a game over situation. And I had to learn that, in 2021. This man been cheating on me for a long, long time. A very long time. Just slinging it from every county in Georgia to all over. From Florida to Georgia, all over in these little small towns, just doing his thing. And here I am, stupid. Here I'm just stupid and just, going with the flow thinking, well, my marriage is good. It's good. Ain't no problems here. In my mind, that's what I was telling myself. My marriage was good. And then I had my friend telling me, somebody will get him. Somebody gonna pick him up and all this stuff right here. But I was doing what I thought I was doing was best. I thought I was doing what was best. But then he would come in, so hard. Come in from work, this ain't right, that ain't right. I'm looking on the floors, see if any smudges on the floor, seeing any paper on the floor, seeing if the floor even vacuumed correctly, just trying to make sure stuff is right. And then he come in anyways, and with an attitude, ain't nothing right in him. Ain't nothing right. That right down from the food I cooked to how I kept the house. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was right. And he just constantly complained and nagged and stayed on me like I was white on rice. Nothing was never right. So, he made it up his mind that he thought he liked what was out there better than what he liked at home. Well, what was at home, I can't compete with that. I can't compete with those women because they doing something way more different than I was doing. They sure was. And a lot of them was skinny. They got their shape, they coat by shape. Since here, look at me, I got a 3-liter shape. You know what I'm saying? And I got a double chin and all this fat rolls and fat everywhere slinging everywhere. No, I'm not dissing myself and down on myself, but it's reality. It's my reality. You have women out here that shape better, Coke bottles and all that, and then you got us fat girls. You know, I see a lot of girls on, I know I'm all over the place, y'all. But it's just so much I have to say, and I'm just trying to get it out. But I seen a lot of girls on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube. Yep. A lot of girls on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. They've been doing their thing on there, you know, dancing and doing whatever, you know, to draw attention to themselves. And I'm like, oh man, if only I was younger, I could do all that stuff. But now I'm a mama and I'm set in my ways. And I'm setting my ways not as to, you know, as to being, I'm setting my ways when it comes to being a mom, because I feel like mama first, then Mookie next. Mama first, Mookie, then Latoya. So that's how I feel. That's how I see things. You know what I'm saying? So my mindset is always in mama mode, because that's all I have. My kids is all I got right now. So I have to stay in that mode. But eventually, you know, as time goes on, and things get better, and I'm dealing with it much better than what I'm dealing with it now, things will get better for me. I believe they will. You know, I have a lot to be thankful for right now. You know, I'm able to get my YouTube channel up and going. My son is helping me edit the videos. People are giving me feedback, whether it's negative or positive. I'll take all that. I'll take all that. Because I'm learning something new every day. Every day. And most importantly, I'm learning how to get out my feelings and my frustrations. I'm not holding that stuff in. And it feels so good. It really does. Lord Jesus. But, you know, listen to that woman. I cannot call her name. But if I can find it again, I subscribe to her on Facebook. She's a doctor. She gets 4 degrees. And this woman said she was homeless since she was 16 years old. She was homeless until one of her 9th grade teachers, helped her. And she went to a big university. And she's a millionaire. And she's doing well for herself. You know what I'm saying? She even said she was in a relationship. But she's not totally dependent on that man. And I see my wrongs and what I was doing, because I had became totally independent. You know, I was the one managing the money while before we got married. I was managing my money, at least my money, and trying to manage it. And then I was managing his money, but then it didn't never even work out, because in the end, he still was messing up. He was still messing up money on both ends. And I just lost myself in the sauce. I just said, you know, since I'm not working, he's working, then I'm just going to let him have it. Let him have it. He's working, he's doing, at least in my mind, I thought he was doing better. But to be financially destitute and depending on somebody, that's not a good look. It's not, and I'm ashamed for myself to even had the experience. Because I know better, you know, but I was just so head over heels and shit. Gaga, and you know, just gaga and all that stuff. And he was doing better, at least in my mind. And I was like, why not? Why not let him just, you know, run things? You know, but it didn't get me nowhere. It didn't got me nowhere, because when this stuff hit the fan, that him was cheating with this lady in another town here in Georgia, if I want to leave, I couldn't even leave. And that's being honest. That's being dead honest. If I want to leave that man today with me and my children, where the hell would I go? Where would I go? I didn't have no money for no hotel. All the thing I had was my car. That's the only thing I got is my car. And we would have to sleep in my car. And, you know, you got to make some hard decisions when it comes to your kids. Some very hard decisions. Very. And I did what any mother that loves their kids would do. I stood here and I took the shit. I took a lot of shit. I did. I took a lot of shit, because in the name of my children and their safety and their security. And I know a lot of women can, you know, relate to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining. I'm just telling my experience. and what it was. So yeah, I endured a lot. Got yelled at, talked down to, was never good, never appreciated. But I was good enough to run do your paperwork and stuff like that, and you know, just do the most. While at the same time you running up my credit. I'm applying for credit cards here and credit cards there, Walmart, Home Depot, you name it. And now my credit is growing, and yours and his is better than mine. I have to build my credit back up. Because now, if I want anything on credit, I can't get it. Now I have to just pay cash for it. Straight cash. But I've come into my own. I'm not financially dependent on him. But yet, at the same time, I want him to take care of his children. Take care of his children. His two kids. His two last kids. I want to take care of them. I want him to be able to have a relationship with his kids. Because I don't discourage that with the kids. I don't discourage it. I encourage them to have a relationship with their father. Now it's up to their father if he want to have a relationship with them. But on my end, I'm doing the right thing and to encourage him to speak to their daddy, call their daddy, and things like that. And my baby, my 5-year-old, I think he misses him because he's been acting out a little bit here lately. And I think that's what it is. But it ain't nothing I can do about it. Because I'm not enduring no more of that abuse. No more of that mental abuse. I'm not. I feel so free. I feel so free and just relaxed and calm. I don't have to come on when I come in here from running around all day long, doing stuff, taking care of my personal business. And I come home at the end of the day, the house is clean, it smells good, and everything organized. We work together, me and my 3 boys up here. So it ain't no reason for nobody to be in here complaining because they're eating, they ain't missing no meals. This house is together. And I'm proud of that. I have been going out here lately, and I've been going to the stores, looking around, just window shopping, getting out my car, instead of me just sitting home. I've been getting out, going out there, and just, I'm mingling. I ain't got to spend no money, but I've been getting out there. I even took another step today and went on a dating website. I didn't know Facebook had one. They had a dating website, and I just did me a profile on them just to see what was out there, just to see what kind of men that Columbus and got to offer. But hell, they even threw in the bone and showed some men from Phoenix City, Alabama. But a lot of them men I seen on there, they ain't nothing that I want, and I just don't know yet. I just want to see what there was out there, because eventually I'm going to have to go and date and go and see about being with, in another relationship. I can't sit here and be holding myself and waiting to whatever. I have needs and wants too, and it's coming up on a minute here. I haven't had any relations. It's been a while. It's been a long while. Yeah, but I be feeling myself. I get hot and all that stuff, hot and bothered. But the only thing I can do is go take a shower or just, I don't know. Just take a shower or try to get my mind off of it and do something else. Do something else. So I feel as though I'm making some strides, in my own personal life. And I'm feeling better about me. I'm still working on trying to look at myself fully in the mirror. I'm still working on trying to tell myself I love me, because I don't say that often to myself. And I just want to be in the moment. I don't want to be stressed about anything, especially when it comes to no man. I don't want to be stressed. No. I'm making plans, me and my kids, to come home over the summer for at least a week. Come home and spend time with my favorite cousin and a few other family members. I'm making plans to do that, because I got to get myself back acquainted with my family. Some of my family, not all of them, and that's just my choice, because some of my family members you just can't deal with, period. And I don't want to take myself through all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take myself through all that heartache and heartbreak, because I don't deal well with disappointment. I don't, and I got to get better with that, because people will hurt you sometimes it's not intentionally, but people will hurt you. And I don't want to be hurt like that because I take things to heart because I wear my heart on my sleeve. And when I'm for you, and I rock with you. And for you to betray me, it's just devastating to me. Absolutely devastating. So, when me and my husband was going through our thing last year, I had made it in my mind that I'm going to stop expecting things from people. Expecting people to treat me like the way I want to be treated. I'm going to stop expecting that and just go with it. Just go with however they feel and just go with it. You know what I'm saying? But when I feel your vibe, and if your vibe ain't right, I'm not going to fool with you anyways. Period. I'm not going to take myself through that. I don't want my children to see that. Because they've seen enough already with me and their daddy. And I really don't want them. And they shouldn't really experience that. That stuff I seen when I was coming up. My mama fussing and fighting with me, and my grandmama, doing her drinking and falling around and all that. That stuff I experienced. I didn't have no business seeing that as a child. I didn't. And I try not to let them see a lot of different things either. My sister, she was calling them, they sheltered. You gotta let them children go. Yeah, I know I gotta let them go. I know I gotta let my oldest go. You know what I'm saying? But I want him to be safe. And I want him to be secure. I'm just not going to let him rip and run the streets like that. He don't desire to do that. He still has a child like mine. And that's okay. And that's okay. But as long as he's respectable and mannerable, I'm fine with that. Both of them. They don't have to be out in the streets running around. And the way they shooting and killing around here, you better keep your child at home or close nearby. But I just want to let y'all know that I'm feeling great overall. Yeah, I'm going to have my bumps in the road where I got to butt heads with this knucklehead ass husband and stuff like that. But I'm going to figure things out with y'all help, with y'all support. I'm going to figure things out, you know what I'm saying? It takes time, but I have to move at my own pace. I can't move at nobody else's pace. I can't. Because it's not a race for me. It's not a race for me. It's not a race for me at all. It's all about making sure my children come first. And with that being said, y'all, I'm going to get off this camera. And I'm finna go and take me a shower. Because I'm in the mood tonight for some of this goddamn Haagen-Dazs. This bourbon ice cream. And take my ass to bed. So with that being said, y'all continue to keep supporting me. Tell your friends about my channel. Tell them to log on. It's free. You ain't got to pay nothing to get on YouTube. You don't have to pay nothing to get on my channel. Tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends. Pass the word. Latoya Sharika, Mookie, a.k.a. Mookie. Come, support me. I need all the subscribers I can get. I need all the viewing hours I can get. I need all the likes, comments, and subscribe I can get. I need it all, y'all. Help me out, please. Help me. That's all I ask. Help. Watch. If you don't even want to watch it, just turn it on and turn the volume down. That's helping me. If you want to do it like that, you don't want to hear what I got to say, just turn me on and turn the volume down. Somebody told me that. That's how, people do it sometimes. Sometimes they don't want to sit down and watch the whole video. Because, yeah, I know I can be a little mouthy and, and talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? I love to talk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one day I'll be a motivational speaker. Who knows where this YouTube gonna take me? But I'm ready to, do the thing and follow this journey. But I need y'all help. Subscribe to me, honey. Tell somebody. Tell your church members. Tell your classmates. Watch me. This is real life. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. And with that being said, I love y'all. And I'm going to get my talking ass off the screen. Good night. Have a good night. And peace out.